Hillary Clinton's Abraham Lincoln moment last night was just beyond the pale. You see, here's the pale, and her comments were somewhere beyond that. Hi guys, it's Steve Spell 2. I am a working man for Trump. I have my bucket of losers back here. This is the bucket of losers that Hillary Clinton suggested that all Bernie supporters are in, right? We're not going to talk about that right now. What we are going to talk about is the fact that Hillary Clinton verified the authenticity of the WikiLeaks document dump by invoking the name of Abraham Lincoln to explain away what she was talking about in the leaked emails in reference to her having two personas. But she also set herself up for the classic "you're no Jack Kennedy" moment. What are you thinking about, Hillary Clinton? I mean, this moment shows that it is very easy to prosecute someone when the jury knows that they are a liar. And in this instance, the jury is the American people, and the American people knows that Hillary Clinton is being dishonest. Check this out and watch Donald Trump's face. Watch his reactions when she says Abraham Lincoln. This is just priceless. I love it.
You, Secretary Clinton, purportedly say you need both a public and private position on certain issues. So, two from Virginia asks, is it okay for politicians to be two-faced? Is it acceptable for a politician to have a private stance on issues? Secretary Clinton, well, your 2 minutes.
Right. As I recall, that was something I said about Abraham Lincoln after having seen the wonderful Steven Spielberg movie called Lincoln. It was a master class watching President Lincoln get the Congress to approve the 13th Amendment. It was principled and it was strategic. And I was making the point that it is hard sometimes to get the Congress to do what you want to do, and you have to keep working at it. And yes, President Lincoln was trying to convince some people. He used some arguments. Convincing other people, he used other arguments. That was a great, I thought, a great display of presidential leadership. But, you know, let's talk about what's really going on here, Martha, because our intelligence community just came out and said in the last few days that the Kremlin, meaning Putin and the Russian government, are directing the attacks, the hacking on American accounts to influence our election. And WikiLeaks is part of that, as are other sites where the Russians hack information. We don't even know if it's accurate information, and then they put it out. We have never in the history of our country been in a situation where an adversary, a foreign power, is working so hard to influence the outcome of the election. And believe me, they're not doing it to get me elected. They're doing it to try to influence the election for Donald Trump. Now, maybe because he has praised Putin, maybe because he says he agrees with a lot of what Putin wants to do, maybe because he wants to do business in Moscow. I don't know the reasons. But we deserve answers. And we should demand that Donald release all of his tax returns so that people can see what are the entanglements and the financial relationships
going to get to that later.
He has
Secretary
with Russians
Clinton,
and
you're out
other
of time.
foreign powers.
Well, I think I should
Mr.
respond
Trump.
because it's so ridiculous. Look, now she's blaming, she got caught in a total lie. Her papers went out to all her friends at the banks, Goldman Sachs and everybody else, and she said things, WikiLeaks, that just came out. And she lied. Now she's blaming the lie on the late, great Abraham Lincoln. That's one that I haven't. Okay, Honest Abe never lied. That's the good thing. That's the big difference between Abraham Lincoln and you. That's a big, big difference. We're talking about some difference. But as far as other elements of what she was saying, I don't know, Putin. I think it would be great if we got along with Russia because we could fight ISIS together as an example, but I don't know, Putin.